Today I'm giving you a tough thing to swallow. A black-colored pill. This pill is about realizing how attractive you are. If for all of life people have flocked around you, if people have been magnetized, that means you're attractive. You attract people up to you. But if for most of your life people actually deterred from being around you, that means you are not attractive. Swallow the truth. Accept it as it is. Is it not comfortable? Who cares? You are not comfortable because you've been lying all your life to yourself. But there is a better life for you from now on. And that is to do what 10s do. What do all 10 out of 10s do? Number one, what I call shorty maxing. They interact with people shorter than them. Do the same. If a guy who is 6'5", for example, is out and about at school, at work, in the streets, most people will be shorter than them, so they will look up to them. It is human nature. It is what it is. It's subconscious, who cares? But it is about your looks. The way that people feel attracted or not to you, it's about looks. You can call looks just the facial structure, but there's way more to it than that. It's your facial expressions, and it's also the other two senses. So, in vision, you saw the expressions, the structure, and also how the person moves. If they are more calm, more reserved, or if they are so hyperactive. No one feels attracted to an hyperactive person unless it's to have a laugh. But we are talking about attraction, wanting to be around them, especially in a sexual, reproductive way. And the other two senses are our hearing. If you hear a deep voice, you respect the words that you're listening. If you hear a very high voice, you don't respect the person. You see, the deeper you talk, unconsciously, the more the people will hear you. It is the way it is. And you have to accept it. It is the way it is. Realize how attractive you are with those characteristics that you have. And the third sense that we have is smell, when it comes to interacting with people from a distance. If that person smells, their pheromones or whatever smell good, you feel attracted to them. If there is something not so good hormonally, you might feel deterred from going up to them. It's as simple as that. Then the other two senses are touch and taste. If you like the first three ones, you will want for sure the last two. Secondly, Looksmaxxing. These are just names that I come up with. Interact with people equal looking or worse looking than you. That's right. A 10 out of 10, whether it's a man or a girl, they always interact with people equal or worse than them because they're 10 out of 10. Nothing above that exists. Nothing higher exists in terms of height, in terms of looks. It is the way it is. If you're a girl, of course you'll be looking up to a guy that's taller than you. Then you can be shorter than them. But we are talking about men. Men want to attract girls who are about their height. It's not gonna happen. Go for shorties. Accept the reality. Tall guys, 10 out of 10 guys, also go for shorties from their perspective. So just do the same. Go for people equal or worse looking than you. You might be looking out for these gorgeous women, but realize how attractive you are. Are you trying to go for an 8 when you're a 3? It can happen. And you might be having doing it all of your life. And thirdly, spontaneity maxing, another very great name I just came up with. Embrace your spontaneous individuality. You see, it's not by doing some workouts and having these abs or whatever. It's not about putting a bunch of perfume and let's say what else? A bunch of very nice looking clothes, a nice car, a bunch of money or whatever. That doesn't attract people. The people are attracted by your looks, and looks are your face structure and your facial expression and the way you move, your voice, the way you smell. And perfume is not necessarily something that is pleasant unconsciously in that magnetizing way. What do I mean by this spontaneity? There are all these coping mechanisms in the Looksmaxxing community where they tell you, oh, fix your teeth, fix your jaw, get a surgery, do this, do that. That's coping as well. No 10 out of 10 person is trying to improve their looks. They're already good looking. They just go with the flow. They just accept who they are. And they then are spontaneous. If they feel like putting on a shirt with some ripped jeans, they just use it. If they want to use some dress, even being a man, they just use it. They just do whatever they feel like spontaneously. They don't care. And because they are attractive, women and people around say, oh, it's so interesting, it's so mysterious. If you did the same thing, it's like, oh, he's a dork. So if people are going to react to you as you being unattractive, just at least enjoy being spontaneous. People are not going to flock around you. At least be able to use whatever you feel like. Even if I put a perfect kind of hair, people are not going to be attracted to me. So might as well not care about it and put my hair whatever the way I like it. People are not going to be attracted either way. Might as well live in freedom instead of coping and depending everything single little thing that I do in my life towards pleasing people. 10 out of 10 people never do that. 10s never try to please people. They are just spontaneous. They are who they are. They accept themselves. They do leg maxing. They do shorty maxing. Do the same. If you learned something from this video, leave a like. If you know somebody who can benefit from this, maybe your little brother is coping, is being a damn best, send them this link. Tell him to go drink some raw milk if he is still in his teen years. Tell him to do a mostly carnivore diet, an animal-based diet. That's the things that you can actually do. And then close your freaking mouth and breathe through your nose. Put your freaking tongue always in the roof of your mouth. Just go look at Chico, for example. People were asking him, did you do mewing? And he said, I thought everybody rested their tongue on the roof of their mouth. Because that's what naturally happens when you have good conditions of air quality, of little stress, of a good diet. You naturally do that. But you might, just like myself, even though both of my parents are hot, everybody, all my childhood was giving compliments to my father and to my mother that they were extremely good looking. But guess what? I didn't eat properly, I didn't breathe properly, I was a mouth breather most of my teen years and even childhood. I did all of the wrong things. I did plenty of dabbling in veganism, vegetarianism. I didn't feed myself, I didn't take care of my body, and so I became a tree or whatever. Or even worse, I don't even care because it really doesn't matter. 10s don't think in that terms. They do shorter people than them, they do people equal or worse looking than them, and they are spontaneous. They don't care. All of my life has been coping, has been trying to please people, has been trying to do that posture and that muscle and that whatever and that way of dressing so that to please, to attract. It never freaking worked, and it will never work for you. You are just coping. Looksmaxxing is coping. If you want to check more videos around what you can indeed do, check out my channel. There are videos about carnivore diet and a whole bunch of different stuff. If those are not enough, hit that subscribe button because more will come. Thanks.